We have breaking news into CBS Sports HQ, where Colorado has signed football coach Deion Sanders, who has agreed to a contract extension that will make him one of the highest paid coaches in the country. Our own Matt Zenitz reports that Coach Prime's new deal will pay him better than $10 million a season through the 2029 season, making him the highest paid coach in the Big 12 Conference. Sanders led the Buffs to a 9-4 record this season in Boulder. For much more on this, let's go ahead and welcome into CBS Sports HQ. It's our own Chip Patterson. Chip, great to see you. Let's just start with your initial reaction to this news.
That this is paying for the future. You know, sometimes you give a coach a big contract based on what they've accomplished. Sometimes you give a coach a big contract because you want to make sure that they remain motivated and understand what the expectation and what the challenge is. And this is something that I think Colorado fans are excited about, because not only are you getting a situation where Deion Sanders is agreeing to a big contract moving forward, but you hear what Deion Sanders has to say. He says here today that we have just scratched the surface of what this program can be. It's not just about football. I'm committed to bringing greatness to this university. You know, these are the types of things that you would hear someone say if they are planning on sticking around and continuing to build on the success that was this past season. Now, there's a lot of question about whether he would stick around after having Shedeur Sanders and Shiloh Sanders on the team. You know, once his kids are gone from college football, would Coach Prime want to go as well? Well, no, he actually showed with his actions that he is committed to 2025 and beyond. He got Caden Salter, top quarterback out of the transfer portal. He flipped Juju Lewis, one of the top high school quarterbacks. And with staff hires like Marshall Falk, like Warren Sapp, he's putting together a one-of-a-kind program. And now he has a salary that is one of a kind when you compare him and his experience to the other coaches that are in the $10 million a year club.
Yeah, he's making all the moves that tells us that he is here to stay. But how confident are you that Deion will stay in Boulder long term for those 5 years in total? Or do you think he maybe will look for another job in college ranks or even the NFL?
I would not think that he is in a hurry to leave for another college job. I think that what he has at Colorado is the full support of the university. This is a university that has been transformed by the spotlight and the platform that Deion Sanders has brought. I mean, Jordan, the official release from the university calls him Coach Prime. You know, like, this is a very casual, familiar relationship that Deion Sanders would not get at every single university. You know, why would you leave when you have the entire athletic department, Rick George, the athletic director, the entire university, the leadership, all behind you, willing to help you get what you think you need to be able to have a successful and meaningful football program? So I don't think he would leave for another college job. NFL, I'm never going to say never. I'm not familiar with those ranks in terms of what the NFL thinks of him, but this is very important about this new deal. This provides financial security for both the coach and the university if things go poorly. And what I mean by that is, if Colorado wants to move on from Deion Sanders now has the contractual buyout that comes with a larger contract. If an NFL team wants to come poach Deion Sanders, they would have to cover that buyout, which would mean millions of dollars for the university. So we are setting an expectation that the winning will continue, and we are providing some financial stability for both the coach and the university moving forward.
Yeah, it's his world. Buffs are just living in it. Prime University, I wouldn't be expected, or I wouldn't be confused if that comes soon. Let's go ahead and kind of dive into the rumors that were Deion to Dallas. How much do you think those rumors sparked Colorado to really open the checkbook, making him the highest paid coach in the entire conference?
Yeah, those conversations started when those rumors were going. There's no doubt about this. The release of this news comes after a lot of time of having those conversations and hammering down the details. And so I would expect that while Deion Sanders was, on the record discussing about how he would take the call from Jerry Jones, that motivated Colorado to be able to pull all of its finances together to make sure they were ready to make that commitment. I agree with you, Jordan. I think it is a direct line from some of those NFL rumors to the beginnings of the conversations that were solidifying Deion Sanders with this massive extension.
Time timing here pretty much seems like chef's kiss, if you ask me, Chip Patterson, with the transfer portal opening soon. Just one last one for you, as you can catch all of the latest news surrounding Deion Sanders as he has agreed to a new extension with Colorado on the Cover 3 podcast. How big of an impact, Chip, will this news that Sanders is staying in Colorado actually play a role in the transfer portal and come recruiting time?
Yeah, this is going to be a spot where you have spots on the depth chart where Colorado is going to be going and aggressively pursuing talent. The transfer portal talent isn't always concerned about whether you're going to be around 5 years down the line, but you are certainly going to be looking to commit yourself to somebody who is committed to the university. Now, I think that Colorado is set at quarterback. I think that Colorado could use some help at the wide receiver position, pass catcher on the defensive side of the ball as well. The defensive line, offensive line, both came a long way over the end of the last season. So I think that Colorado will be as much of a player as anyone else. But the thing that's exciting for Colorado is that I think that you are just looking to plug and play a few spots where you can get talent in the transfer portal. Deion Sanders obviously committing himself to the university, going to look for a few more commitments. But I'll say that again, the big money positions, when you're talking about quarterback, when you're talking about edge rusher, defensive line, Colorado seems to be okay, especially at quarterback with the options that they have. It's one of the most exciting quarterback battles to watch in spring practice between Caden Salter and Juju Lewis. So I think that if they do attack the transfer portal aggressively, they will be able to do so without having to really break the bank on a quarterback. That's a great position to be in.
Most definitely. Chip Patterson, incredible insight as always, as we are all looking forward to seeing what the 2025 season brings to the Colorado Buffaloes as they now lock up Deion Sanders on a 5-year extension, but about to lose Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter in the NFL draft. We will wait and see. You can catch all the latest college football talk, the best podcast out there, the Cover 3 podcast. Host Chip Patterson, Danny Cannell, Tom Fornelli, Bud Elliott. You can watch and listen wherever you get your podcast. Scan that QR code on your screen now.
When you need your sports news all the time,
we've got breaking news to bring to you.
CBS Sports HQ gives you a snapshot of all the sports that matter to you.
Big news coming out of the NFL. A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
With highlights.
What a finish at the final round of play.
And in-depth analysis.
Can they three-peat? Tony Romo joins the conversation.
What can you say about this game?
When you need your sports in a snap,
we're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
Find it on CBS Sports HQ. Streaming free anywhere you are.